Hey guys, how are you all? It's been a while. I know I've been gone for a while. I've been doing vlogs around Hong Kong, and I apologize for the cluttered background. This just happens to be the little room that I'm staying in here, and I'm really glad I finally found time to film because both my uncle and my aunt and my older cousin are out right now, so the entire house is empty. Woo! And I can finally do a vlog because this vlog is way overdue, and today we're talking about the final conclusion of Sword Art Online Season 2 Gun Gale Online. Not so much Gun Gale Online anymore, but Mother's Rosario. How did you guys like that? I loved it. It was just fantastic. I didn't expect Asuna to return because if you guys were watching previous vlogs, I had stopped reading the light novel after Gun Gale Online because the mystery was solved, and then they were returning to the fairy world, so that all sort of threw me off a little bit again. And Sword Art Online does this a lot. They shift settings quite a bit, and I just realized that, you know, if you're gonna keep with this series, you just gotta be like really adaptable, jump everywhere. I really liked Mother's Rosario. I actually liked it more overall than Gun Gale Online. Yes, Gun Gale Online did provide more opportunities for the animation studios to kind of amp up the action and the combat and the intense art style and all the movements. Everything was really fluid, and that was kind of the strong point of GGO. Kirito being put in another kind of like life or death setting, I feel like the atmosphere mimicked SAO just a little bit, but I liked Mother's Rosario a lot because it was a really meaningful way to close off the series, and that didn't really happen the last time with Sword Art Online because the original Sword Art Online was meant to be its own little story, and then people got really excited for it, so the author kept on extending more and more to it. And you know, there's only so much you can write about a video game world before it becomes rehashed or it's just like similar action all over again. So I really like seeing how Mother's Rosario put a lot of meaning into the technological developments of the SAO world. It wasn't just about video games or MMORPGs, it was more about actually delving into the possibilities that this new technology that was created could provide for people like YUUKI who had AIDS or any other people who had like illnesses. I thought it was like a really cool idea that the light novel author kind of brought forth, and it came up across rather beautifully in the animation, just because in the animation you got to see a lot of the characters' expressions. I love how Asuna played a really big role in this. I did like how Kirito was kind of like backseated as a support system for her rather than the other way around. Often in harem settings, for harem setting anime, we get a lot of focus on the guy, but most of the girls are either tsundere or like very two-dimensional. They have just one or two interesting characteristics. I thought the Mother's Rosario arc really gave Asuna a lot more to her character. She's not fan service or anything. She can actually hold her own in battle. She has her own thoughts and feelings. And you know, I just liked seeing how her Ojo-sama life kind of like contrasted with the way she conducted herself in the SAO world. At the very beginning, Asuna started off as a really strong character, and a lot of reviewers thought that Asuna really kind of fell from grace like that because she got sidetracked for Kirito's OP fights and his quest in the fairy world, and she became more of a Legend of Zelda like prize to be had at the end of the ALO arc, the first arc. And I like how they kind of really layered on more depth with her, and I do think a character like YUUKI kind of elevates the emotional attachment you get to the show. A lot of people really like YUUKI as a character. It's a shame that her character had this kind of ending. I would have liked to see YUUKI interact more with her group members because she did get very attached to Asuna, and because Asuna is the main female protagonist of the show, they kind of bracketed them and put them off in their own little world kind of thing. But I do know that YUUKI is very attached to her other teammates. I wish they kind of put them in more. I did like how they created a Sleeping Nights opening. I thought that was a really great touch to Mother's Rosario because the Gun Gale Online arc got its own kind of opening, and then we got two really beautiful songs for the last part in Mother's Rosario. I really love the opening and ending songs. I think they're really meaningful, and they really take me back to all the emotions in the series. I did cry at the end of this, not gonna lie. I love how everyone came out in the end. YUUKI just kind of brought them together, and as the strongest player, I like how they kind of set that up. I like how the strongest player wasn't Kirito anymore. It was actually someone who was not only virtually strong, but actually physically very strong and mentally very strong. I think YUUKI embodies many of the interpretations of strength that we ascribe to when it comes to MMORPGs or real-life hardships. I think the idea of strength has been explored quite a bit in SAO, and you know, with all the different video game settings, I do like how they brought out a lot of different perspectives of it. Definitely, I think YUUKI and Asuna's story is my favorite arc in SAO. That has left to be seen because I have yet to catch up on more light novel stuff. I have a bad habit of reading the light novel up to where the anime is going to animate it to, and then I stop. And once they're like, oh, we'll do new seasons, I go back to the light novel and I read more. So I read the light novel as they animate things because I am more interested in SAO as an anime series, even though light novel originals often provide more information and descriptions on each of the characters in the world. world. One of my favorite parts of the ending was when Yuki was transferring her sword and her blade skills to Asuna. I thought the meaning of the name that came through Mother's Rosario, the idea of protection, the idea of strength, I really like how that kind of culminated into Yuki as a character and into Yuki's sword skill. And I thought that was one of the most touching moments that I've ever seen in SAO. So I really like that. And often we don't get that much of a focus on two really close friends without that much of a Yuri underlying tones. So I actually really liked the friendship, sibling, mother-daughter kind of relationship that Asuna and Yuki had. And I really hope that they do more of this in anime because Yuri undertones are fun and, you know, crazy friendship harem stuff is fun. But I do like to see, and I know a lot of fans like to see, really meaningful moments because like something that happened to Yuki we can potentially see happening in the future with more technological developments, and it's just a kind of bright and positive way at looking at something that's really harsh. And I think that Yuki's character comes off as a bright beam of hope to people who might be watching this series, for people who might have loved ones that are struggling with like fatal diseases or illnesses or anything like that. So I know this vlog was supposed to touch on the ending of Mother's Rosario, and I kind of did, and I mostly looked at SAO as an entire season and an entire franchise, and I actually really thought this might be more comprehensive than just kind of like commenting on the ending. So let me know what you guys thought of the episode and what you guys thought of the Mother's Rosario ending, because I really think that Mother's Rosario gives a lot more meaning to the MMORPG world, or, you know, the full dive technology and all its implications. And I am a big fan of the author, of course, because the author is just really creative. She keeps coming out with a lot more new stuff. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit like or subscribe for more from me. I apologize again that this video was very late and that I'm talking very quickly, but I wanted to really get through this and I wanted to kind of pack all my thoughts in. So thank you guys so much for watching. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys have been enjoying some of the rants and the reviews and the vlogs that have been recently out. There will be 1 or 2 more vlogs out hopefully before I have to fly back to the UK, and then I will also come out with my winter favorites very soon. So I will talk to you guys then. Bye!